Ostashunalehi ale oshio. Good morning and hello everybody. Wanted to come do this morning if my hawk fan will stay put. The wind's trying to play with it there. But I wanted to do this with the hawk feather. The hawk represents, or the golden eagle, either one, can represent the rising sun in the east during the springtime. And if you remember when we did the Native American astrology with the medicine wheel, that right now we are in the hawk season of the red hawk, red tail. And I wanted to read you some sacred teachings from the wisdom keepers of the wampum belt. And these are just different sayings and proverbs for you to ponder on. If you hear one that really catches your attention or speaks to your heart, make a mental note of it and reflect on it throughout the day. Those who walk a selfish path away from others break away from the traditional wisdom of the whole tribe. Fools find no joy in understanding wise ways. Their only joy is speaking empty thoughts. A bad-hearted comes carrying disrespect with them. The bad-hearted come carrying disrespect with them. Dishonor and scorn follow in their steps. The words of a wisdom keeper come from a deep watering hole that springs up and flows into a life-giving stream. It is not good to favor the guilty or to deny justice to the innocent. A fool's lips stir up trouble, and a fool's mouth asks for a beating. The mouths of fools bring them to a bad end. With their lips, they lay a trap for themselves. The words whispered by a talebearer are like sweet fry bread. They taste so good as they slide down into the belly. Those who turn away from working together with the community belong to the same family as those who tear things down. Grandfather's sacred name is a tower of strength, a place of safety. The good-hearted can run into it and are safe. The rich think their many possessions protect them like a walled village. They imagine their wealth is a wall too high to climb. An arrogant heart leads to a bad end, but a humble heart is a path to honor. To offer one's opinion before hearing the whole story is foolishness and shame. A strong spirit is good medicine in times of sickness, but who can bear a broken spirit? The heart of a wisdom keeper is open to learning, and the ears of the wise listen for understanding. A gift opens the way and brings the giver into the presence of great chiefs and elders of the people. The first to speak at the council gathering seems right until another one comes forward with questions. The casting of stones ends a disagreement. And settles disputes between great chiefs. A dishonored relative is harder to win back than a strong village, and a family squabbles are like the closed door of a grand lodge. Words well spoken bring harmony and balance to one's inner being. What one's lips have accomplished will bring great satisfaction. The tongue has the power of life and death. Those who love its power will also taste its fruit. He who finds a good wife and she who finds a good husband has found someone good, for she and he is a gift from grandfather. The poor humbly ask for help, but the rich reply with scorn. Many friendships fall apart, but there are friends who stay closer than a relative. And when it said, the poor humbly ask for help, but the rich reply with scorn, that is not particularly saying those who have material wealth, but those who are too rich in their heart. Because you can be quite poor and have an arrogant heart and reply to someone that wants help with scorn. So just reflect on those. If you need to go back and re-listen to this live over and over again to hear different ones, feel free to do that. And as we come into more and more into spring and we get more into the south direction of summer, it's represented by the mouse or by the rabbit or the coyote. The mouse and partially the rabbit represents innocence. And innocence can also have its ignorance. And the coyote and the rabbit represents being a fool. But a fool in a way that you learn lessons, and your goal is not to remain as the rabbit or the coyote, but to learn from them and progress and grow into wisdom. Because rabbit and coyote, even though they always get out of their tricks that they put themselves in most of the time, they never learn. And someone that is a wise person can be described as someone that has been a great fool, but that this fool has learned from his foolishness. The direction of the south teaches us mastery. We are to master and learn from our silly and funny, foolish ways. But if we don't master them, that's what that sacred teaching from the wampum belt of the wisdom keepers was telling you. We've all been foolish. We've all have our ignorant and innocent moments. But if we remain in them, then hardship to ourselves and to others, and how we close ourselves off from good things, starts to happen, and we don't walk in harmony anymore. And so the red-tailed hawk, they are warrior birds, and sometimes they will even give their life to get a message to you. They will go to the ultimate end to try to get your attention. And the hawk feeds on rabbits and mice. So, my friends, while we may have moments of foolishness that we can look back and laugh at, just remember, strive to be the hawk, and don't let the hawk strive after you. So with that, I'm going to play some music here for a moment, let you have a moment to contemplate on this, reflect, and say your prayers of thanksgiving and gratitude, and honoring all our relatives this morning. And actually, instead of playing music, I'll just lead us in prayer. Hogedo da, Iwodo hi yowa, Skiste la gogi iga, Ale nihi ostanu wati skiste la giga. Tlakusti e lona, onetlana hi. Ale wado. Onetlana hi gaungeyu. Ale skiste la ani. Great Creator, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this good day. We ask that you help us in your good medicine, that we walk in harmony and balance, that we live a life of beauty that dances and sings our prayers to the four winds, and that we have a heart that shares and gives to our relatives. And not only of the five-fingered being, the human being, but to the four-legged, to the winged, and to all the many other nations upon Mother Earth, the plants, the stones, the water, and those who live within the water nation. Help us to stop and to observe and listen, to see the stories and dancings that the star nations tell us in the night, to walk softly upon Mother Earth, for we walk upon the layers of our ancestors, of all relatives, to hear your voice in the wind, and to be wise, and to learn from when times we are foolish, to be as the hawk, and to rise to our higher potential, but to also know that we are loved and cared for in those hard times, in times when we have brought it on ourselves, or influenced by the surroundings of others that are not in harmony and balance. And today, Grandfather, may your Spirit go with us, lead, guide, and direct us. May your good road ever be present at our feet, and may our helping spirits from the spirit world ever be there swiftly to teach, guide, and direct us as you send them our way. Help us to see the one that others forget to see. Help us to be there for those who seem to be forgotten but not by you. Help us to be a shoulder for someone to cry on when their heart is broken. That we do all things in love and beauty. That when we dance, we can dance with joy. Because we have been like you are always are. Wado uneklanahi. Shkish. Amen. So with that, my friends, I hope you have a blessed day. May good medicine surround you. May your ancestors protect you. May the four winds uplift you and hold you up. And until we meet again, walk in beauty.